Hey guys, this video is from our latest Rick and Johnny podcast. Make sure to check out the full podcast on blogtalkradio.com/Rick and Johnny. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Johnny and I had fun recording it. And Johnny, let's get into it. Right now, this kind of part two, if you're on YouTube, we have already kind of had a part one into this. Check out our Black Panther trailer breakdown video for a breakdown to that awesome trailer. If you're watching this, you're going to be a fan of that anyways. And two at the end is kind of part one to this discussion and kind of starting part two. The link, by the way, will be down below in the description. Forgot to say that. To start this discussion, though, I want to look at Captain America. And the reason why is Chris Evans has, according to superherohype.com, has agreed that Avengers 4 is going to wrap everything up.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to do. And the exact quote that comes from is actually The Telegraph, where Evans said to them here, and I quote, "I had 6 films in my Marvel contract, so I could have said after the third Avengers, I was done. But they wanted to make a third and fourth Avengers films as a two-parter. They said they had so many characters to fit in, Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, and couldn't fit them all into the movie." And then he added on the 2 film arc that because it made sense, it's going to wrap everything up. And Johnny, I want to throw this out to you.
Yes.
Plain and simple. What does Captain America's future look like post Phase 3 after Avengers 4?
Well, that's a great thing for you to ask me, because you know what? In our last video, you see, I left it kind of open-ended. I said, hey, Black Panther may have not a solo movie, but a big role in another movie. And that would be the introduction to our new Captain America.
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes.
And
that's what I think is going to happen, because Chris Evans is going to be done, which means... Do you really cast someone right off the bat as a new Captain America?
It's weird because it's not necessarily a done. It's a my contract's up, which means either Disney is going to have to, if he wants to come back, Disney is going to have to
pony up the money,
pony up the dough, because Evans before Captain America 1, is a different Chris Evans now. Yeah. Like Captain America has catapulted his celebrity. Yeah, it has. Bigger than it was. Like the only 2 movies I remember seeing him in before he was Captain America was the Fantastic Four, the actual one.
Not
from
Fan 4
when he was Johnny Storm, the one with Jessica Alba in it. And then also... he was in Not Another Teen Movie.
I remember that one.
So those
same thing. That's the only ones I remember him from.
Those were the 2 movies that he was kind of in. Nothing as big as being Captain America. Now when people see him down the street, when people like myself cosplay as Captain America, I cosplay as Chris Evans's Captain America. And
exactly.
That's one. If they're going to want to keep him, if he wants to do it, they'll have to pony up the dough. And also... does he want to do it? Does he want to stay in this and feel like, I could see where he might feel like, I've done this. I want to do something else.
Yeah, he doesn't want...
I don't want to be trapped.
And what? He's turning 36?
He is 36. He's going to be actually 36. Happy birthday to Chris Evans. I believe this will post on his actual birthday.
So happy birthday to you, Chris.
Happy birthday, big guy. No, you're a big fan of the show. He'll be 36, or he is 36 today, as this video is posting on our YouTube channel. Do you want to do other things? That's why I ask, what's the future of Captain America? Because there's a good chance he could be like, bye, I'm done, my contract's up.
Yeah, I mean, I know this was a long while ago. This is, I think, during the Avengers movie. He didn't seem like he really wanted to continue with it after his contract was over. That could have changed since then. I don't know. But being 36, he has a big acting career still ahead of him. So maybe he wants to make another name for himself besides, oh, I'm Captain America, and that's all people know me for. And you know what? Some people embrace that. Some people want to get out of that and be known for other things. And I completely understand that. The thing I'm saying, though, is would you really cast, like, oh, hey, we don't have this Captain America. Would you really cast someone different to do it again? Exactly. So how do you replace that? You go with another continuity of the comics.
And I know what some people might bring up. They might say, well, guys, you did it with the Hulk and nothing changed. Yeah, but when you did it with the Hulk, we only had 1 movie. and not everyone was connected to Edward Norton
as the Hulk.
Like we are as Chris Evans.
Exactly.
Chris Evans has had a ton more movies behind him, and he is Captain America. At the time we recasted for the Hulk, which was money issues, Edward Norton wanted more money than Marvel wanted to give him. That was something where bringing in Ruffalo for the Avengers movie was like, okay, they recasted Hulk.
Exactly.
Like we weren't attached to it.
Not to mention, I mean, Hulk. The
Hulk hasn't been that good, so it's like, okay, another Hulk. We're used to it.
Not to mention, the first Hulk movie was before we really got a nicely cemented Marvel universe. It was the second one. It was only the second one. It was shortly after Iron Man.
Yep.
So you didn't really have a cemented universe. Once we had the Avengers, things just hit off and just kept going, and you can't. It's hard to change those characters out after that.
And that's why I would go with the role of, hey, you know what? Let's not recast. Let's rebrand.
Exactly.
And by rebranding, because you can go in two different. To me, the way their universe is set up, you can go two different ways. You can go the way that I'm kind of thinking, which is with you, where it's like, hey, you know what? We're gonna set Bucky up to be the next Captain America. However, another guy they could also give it to is Falcon.
Exactly.
They can give it to Falcon as well.
They've both been it. And my thing would be maybe we go as Bucky, give him more of an something to do in the universe.
Well, and here's what happened.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm thinking. The big thing that will decide it, I think Bucky, if they continue to do the movies, and I know in the Superhero Hype article, it mentions what's not clear is if he's talking about Captain America's story arc or the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it to this point. When he says it's going to wrap everything up. I'm along the lines of Captain America because Kevin Feige has said that we plan to do more movies. Like, Kevin Feige originally said that we have movies planned out until 2028.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 14 years of movies. And then this year in April, not too long ago, said, well, you know what? After phase 3, we're done with phases.
Exactly.
And we're just kind of, now I don't know, and we're going to do something new. I don't know what that necessarily means.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel's been, and we're going to talk about it if you check out our Mummy kind of review, we'll look into it a little bit. They kind of set the wheel of what the universe thing is.
Exactly.
So it would make sense that they're maybe thinking DC's getting on board, Universal's getting on board. Let's get off this bandwagon before it burns.
Exactly.
Let's get off this thing and create something new before they beat us to it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I think they can set up to with the Captain America character and Black Panther, that movie is going to cement it. It's going to pick which route they go. And what they could do is originally have Falcon be the Captain America that takes over for Steve Rogers and kind of do a pseudo what happened in the comics. Because originally Falcon took over and then gave it back to Steve Rogers. And then when Rogers lost his powers, lost his super soldier serum, Falcon became the Captain America mantle again. They could do the same thing here. Maybe in Black Panther, everything with Bucky isn't tied with a nice bow. So they give it to Falcon, and then once Bucky kind of rejoins the kind of outside world, Falcon kind of gives the mantle over to Bucky Barnes. And we get the Captain America of Bucky with the shield logo on the metal arm. We have the metal arm cap like we're used to in the comics with Bucky.
See, my thought would be a little bit different than that. I get maybe you throwing the idea of giving it to Falcon first.
I'm just saying if Bucky's storyline isn't tied up nicely at the end of Black Panther.
Well, I wouldn't think it'd be tied up nicely at the end of Black Panther. I think it would be tied up nicely
at the end of Avengers 4.
Yes, that's how we would do it. Maybe, somewhere along the lines in that movie, we get it so Cap is... Oh, the way Bucky becomes it in the comic books is Cap dies.
Could die by Thanos.
Yeah, by Thanos. Dies by Thanos. Maybe he's part of the fight at that point because you're going to, if we have an Infinity Wars Part 1, Part 2, even if we do get another name, he kills Cap. What's Bucky going to do? He's going to go haywire and want to avenge his friend in the first thought. Am I wrong?
I think so.
So I mean,
Yeah, I
maybe
would
grab
say
the
that.
shield and like start doing the going haywire, kind of like when him and Cap were doing the back and forth on Iron Man. Start kind of like just going at it with like pick up the shield and start going at it. Maybe doing a dual thing with Falcon, so we get like a hint at, hey, both these guys are Captain America in the comics.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am leaning towards I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it.
What?
I was not gonna bring it up, even though in my mind I'm like, Ricky is a good podcast host. You should probably bring it up. I just didn't want to just manifest the thought. If Evans is like, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore, they're gonna kill Cap.
Yeah.
At the end of, in Avengers 4, they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to do it anymore,
Well, they're gonna kill Steve Rogers, not Cap. They're gonna kill Steve Rogers.
We'll put it this way, just like,
which is weird because in the past few months, we've had inklings of haven't Marvel actors brought up like, yeah, you know what? Don't get attached to everyone. Don't get attached to everyone.
They've been inkling it here and there.
There have been inklings of maybe hints that I want to say, wasn't there a past quote that someone said, yeah, someone big is gonna die soon. Or someone's going to die in Infinity War.
Well, they did that to us during Age of Ultron, and luckily we didn't get someone big, because you and I both thought...
Quicksilver was pretty... I didn't expect him to die.
Oh, I didn't. But you and I, and probably a few other people, thought... Tell me I'm wrong.
Thought it was going to be like...
Renner?
Oh, that could have been. Well, during the movie, yeah.
Because they kept, hey, he's got a family.
And
he wasn't going to do it at first.
At the heartstrings.
Oh, we're going to kill off Dad.
Yeah, I thought during that movie, I did think they were going to kill Hawkeye.
I did too. I'm like, no. He has a family. And luckily, I'm glad they didn't do that to us. But no, so I agree. I think there has been inklings. I don't know if there's been a lot of talk about it. But they kind of hint at, don't get attached to everyone. Not everyone's going to make it out. Yeah,
and I mean, right now I'm trying to just Google to see because I remember someone bringing it up that, hey, you know what? There might be a death in it. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cap is the one that they kill off because of this contract thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I mean, it's interesting how Evan says it because... he says it's going to wrap everything up.
Exactly. It could just be his character, not just the universe.
I'm going to go back to the superhero hype comment.
Yes.
Of, does he mean Captain America or does he mean the MCU? Because here's another thing I throw out to you.
Okay.
Does Marvel go and say, you know what, we have movies planned out. These future movies, they're not part of the MCU. We're creating something different.
That'd be odd.
Because here's the thing you got to think about.
Okay.
What's one term? I haven't heard it really much said until Guardians 2 was coming out and came out. They started saying cosmic universe. Cosmic universe. Cosmic.
That's true.
Our cosmic universe. Do they then say, you know what? Avengers 4 is going to be the death of the MCU, and this is where we take our cosmic universe. And I know that might be hard to think because you're like, well, Ricky, they already have planned after the Phase 3 Spider-Man Homecoming #2 in 2019. And the reason I think they can throw that into it, like that would be the huge kind of thing around it. The only reason I would say Spider-Man could fit into a cosmic galaxy is Venom. Is going and the symbiote bringing it from outer space and actually finding it. But we're going to get a Venom movie in the Sony universe.
Yeah.
In that sense, that's where it's like, I just threw it out there because, I mean, I hadn't heard like the Marvel Cosmic Universe until after Guardians. And right now, the only two movies after Avengers 4 that we know about, apparently they have them all planned, but that we know about, Spider Homecoming 2 in July 5th of 2019, 2 days before the 2-year anniversary of their first film, almost 2 years to the day.
Yeah.
That they'll release that one, and then Guardians 3.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get rid of the whole MCU just because, I mean, that's we got a lot of things still happening on Earth. That's where a lot of your stuff happens in general.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you really going to get rid of this whole marble right here to expand out just to have this maybe? And a lot of things people may not know very well.
Flip it. What if they flip it?
What do you mean flip it?
Where right now the MCU is the key. That's the main story.
Yeah.
The cosmic is the side plot. What if they say, we're flipping it? The cosmic is now where we're focusing on a lot, and the MCU is the little pop shots.
It could be that too.
Because the one thing I think of is who did they reveal at the end of Guardians 2?
Adam Warlock.
How can you have him fit in if you're not going to really focus on that cosmic universe?
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I mean, that's what we do with Guardians. That's what we're kind of doing with Thor now.
Maybe that's the something new they're talking about.
It could be.
Flipping it, where we're still going to have the heroes on Earth, but that's more like the Guardians 2, the Guardians 1.
Yeah.
The kind of the Doctor Stranges, the ones that are like out there where it's like pop, pop, pop. But the main set of our movies are the Guardians of the Galaxies, the outside cosmic forces that we're going to be dealing with now.
Well, let's not forget too. One thing that they talked about is that they're not going to do the continuity anymore of timeline.
Yeah.
So
well, we've already seen it. Like Guardians 2 came out well after a lot of things happened, but it was only like a month or two.
Yeah,
passed.
2 months after it passed. So I mean, the thing is, I maybe that's something that's going to play along into it. So that way, I get it. Maybe we will deviate from being on Earth more often, where we have time continuity and do focus on a little bit more of the space stuff. So we got, like we said, we have Thor going on out there. We have Guardians of the Galaxy going on out there. Who else knows what we're going to do with it? Could be some Avengers, not Avengers, but maybe certain characters from the Avengers doing stuff out there too. I know Iron Man comes out there doing a few different things. He was one of Galactus's. I mean, we're not going to have Galactus
because he's part of the X-Men side.
Exactly.
Of things.
Yeah. But he was a Herald of Galactus. I know he's done other things out there. I can't remember off the top of my head right now what they were. But he even has the spacesuit. We see it in, I know it gets blown up.
The Hall of Armor.
Yeah, Hall of Armor. It's not like he can't rebuild it. So, I mean, space exploration for one extra Avenger.
I mean, hey, all those schematics have to be on the cloud, right?
Exactly.
It would be very irresponsible of Mr. Tony Stark to not have those on the cloud.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't have those on the cloud? I would keep it on the cloud.
Everything's on the cloud.
Everything's on the cloud.
To the cloud. That's what it is nowadays.
How do
right?
you delete it from the cloud?
You don't. It is on the cloud. But that's kind of the one thing I think of is maybe there is some thought to that question.
Yeah.
Although I would lean towards the death of Captain America.
That's what I say.
That's what he means by it's going to wrap everything up. Meaning, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done after Avengers 4.
That's what I would think. I think it would wrap it up. Like number 4 would wrap what it's been going on and everything in a nice little bow, saying, "Hey, so and so's dead. This is happening with this part of the group. Everything's like, okay, this is this is all done. We can move on to what we're not going to get is Phase 4, but what I would call Phase 4 until we get whatever they're doing next."
Well, and the thing that might be interesting too is because right now we're still in the kind of aftermath of Civil War.
Yeah.
I wonder if Infinity Wars and the death of Cap kind of puts a nice wrap on the Civil War era. Or the Civil War storyline to where it's like those accords that we were talking about and the plan for the Registration Act. Yeah, all that doesn't matter because it's like this big threat of Thanos comes where the government goes, shit, we can't have that again. Like, they're right. Like, what if something like that comes?
Yeah.
We are going to keep them on a leash. That'll kill that. And then also it will end the kind of rivalry of the two sides that we have right now because Steve will be dead.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm assuming if Steve died, Tony would feel something.
Maybe
Tony wouldn't be happy. Tony would be like, shit, my friend died.
Maybe the same way.
This is so stupid. Why are we fighting?
Just like in the comics, actually. You can see the soft side of Tony, him sobbing as Captain America's laying dead. But this would be kind of like our Avengers Phil Coulson then.
Yeah.
Just brings everything together, brings everyone together, and it's like, shit, you know what? None of this little piddly shit matters. We need to all get together and just do what needs to be done.
Yep.
I mean, collateral. I mean, this is a bad way of saying it a little bit.
Damage.
Collateral damage happens, but for the greater good, they need to stop Thanos. Would be the type of thought they have to go with at that point.
And I mean, that's where I'm going to end this conversation.
Yes.
That's where we're going to put it on to you guys. Let us know what you think. What did Chris Evans mean by his comments when he said it's going to wrap everything up? Does he mean Captain America? Does he mean the MCU? And what do you think the future for the Marvel movies are? Because they're not going with phases anymore after phase 3.
They're going phases.
They said completely new. Something completely new. What do you guys think that means? Down below in the comment section.
I don't know about this, Rick.
Just do it, Morty.
Thank you for watching Most Valuable Podcast video. If you want to watch more of them, just watch them right here. And thank you for watching.